The Relationship Project, Ariel and Derek. This is the graph of their relationship. Positive means they're madly in love, and negative means they hate each other. The red line is Derek, and the blue line is Ariel. I gave Ariel an amplitude of 5 and a period of 6. She has a starting point which is 2 on the graph. Derek has an amplitude of 6 and a period of 8. He has no C because he starts at 0 on the graph. The amplitude affects the level of love or hatred that the character feels in the story. The period affects how long a certain character feels this way in the story. Ariel starts at 2 because on the second day she starts having feelings for Derek, and that's when her graph starts. Some of the story will be told from journal entries, and some will not. These are the first journal entries for Derek and Ariel. Derek writes, "All my life I've been homeschooled, so going to high school is very exciting. Today was my first day. Most people weren't that friendly to me, but I met this girl. Her name is Ariel. We bonded over our favorite bands, too. I think I'm starting to like her." While Ariel writes, "Today was a little more interesting than other days. A new student showed up in my math class and sat next to me. I really enjoyed our conversation about our favorite band. I think we'll be good friends." You can tell that Derek feels emotions for Ariel right away when he first meets her, while Ariel thinks of him more like a friend. 2 days later, Derek and Ariel work on a project together. She realizes her feelings for him, and this is where her graph really starts. Derek is at his peak in the graph, so he is madly in love with her. They haven't been talking since they did the project 2 days ago. Derek's feelings calmed down while Ariel has been thinking about him and sorting out her feelings. This explains the rise in Ariel's graph. In the next diary entries, Derek writes, "I couldn't go to school today because I caught the flu. I have been spending all of my time laying on the couch and feeling terrible. Man, I wished I could have gone to school today." Ariel writes, "How come Derek didn't come to school today? He didn't even tell me that he wasn't going to school. Meanwhile, I was here thinking about him the whole time and gathering the courage to confess my feelings to him." This explains why both of their graphs are in the negative area. On the 10th day, Derek felt better and went to school. He was so excited to see Ariel. When Ariel saw him, she felt a mixture of happiness and disappointment. This explains why Ariel's amplitude is not as high as Derek's. Derek writes, "I finally confessed to Ariel about my feelings for her, but she just ran away. I don't know what to think. Does she hate me so much that she ran away? I thought she might have liked me back." Ariel writes, "I can't believe Derek likes me. I like him so much too, but I'm afraid I have messed it up. When he told me, I was so shocked that I didn't know what to do. I just ran away. I hope he didn't get the wrong idea." From day 13 to 15, they resolve things and clear the misunderstandings. This explains why in that area of the graph, both slopes are rising. But soon Ariel's childhood friend Danny comes back to town and visits her. She used to be madly in love with him before he moved. She realized she only had feelings for Derek because he reminded her of Danny. Derek writes, "I finally asked out Ariel. I'm so glad she said yes. I have been thinking of asking her ever since the first day I met her. I'm so lucky to have her as my girlfriend. I spent all of last night thinking of the right way to ask her." Ariel writes, "Oh my goodness, Derek asked me out. I said yes because I felt so bad. Even though I realized that I actually loved Danny, I still said yes because I didn't want to hurt his feelings. I don't know what to do now." This explains why both of their graphs are opposite, so she feels bad while he feels really happy. Ariel and Derek had plans at 6. He was going to pick her up in front of her house. When Derek was around the corner of her house, he saw an unfamiliar figure walking towards Ariel. Derek decides to eavesdrop on them. He hears Danny confess his love for Ariel. Danny feels sad while Ariel is ecstatic. They both are opposite emotions at the time. On day 25, Derek confronts Ariel about Danny. Ariel lies and says that it wasn't a big deal, and she didn't care about him. Derek feels good while Ariel feels bad for lying. This explains why Derek's graph is rising and Ariel's graph is at the lowest amplitude. In the last journal entry, Derek writes, "We broke up today. She told me the only reason she liked me was because I resembled her first love. I'm heartbroken and hurt because she lied to me. I guess I'm not ready for a relationship, and this just wasn't meant to be." Ariel writes, "I couldn't keep living a lie. I had to tell Derek or else I would explode. I felt so bad, but I knew it was the right thing to do. I shouldn't have said yes to him after I knew I didn't really like him for him. I hope he finds someone who deserves him because he's a great guy." This explains why both of their graphs are on the negative side, and this is the end of their relationship.